life, wisdom, psyche truth, massage.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Today I'm going to get Karina stoned. Have you ever been stoned? Not that kind of stoned, you guys. I'm talking about hot stones. So today I'm going to be giving Karina a hot stone or lost stone massage. I'm just kidding. Karina's gonna get, lost stoned. So I love doing hot stone back massage because it feels amazing to me. It feels amazing to my clients. And most of all, I get to play with rocks. I love rocks. I love stones. I love gemstones. I love plain stones. And so when I found out there was actually a massage class I could take that would teach me how to rub people with stones, I literally ran out and signed up. I don't normally do that, but I was so excited. And I'm not sure. I'm really hoping that as part of the videos, you'll be able to see how glorious these rocks are. So the main reason I do hot stone therapy is because it's just more effective. My clients have more relief. I am able to, basically it's more efficient, for the release that I get using stones versus, trying to get the same release. And by release, I mean, knots moving, tissues aligning, pain dissolving. It takes about a third to a quarter sometimes of the effort to, get a knot out of the trapezius with, combining the hot and cold stones. And I guess, the other therapeutic piece to the stones is that you can incorporate temperature. And the therapeutic use of temperature has been around forever. Using hot and cold in an alternating fashion stimulates the circulation system. And it will, so basically anytime, one of the main things that happens when you have a knot of tissue is that the circulation to that area is poor because it's a knot. There's a kink in the flow. And so I'll demonstrate right here. I'm going to just use this warm stone on Karina's trapezius. What this is doing is it's softening the tissue and it's opening up the blood flow. It's initially, hot and cold stones have the same, the body reacts by forcing blood to the area. For hot stones, the blood will just stay there because hot releases, it softens. And so we've kind of, now I've drawn the blood in this knot to the surface. And so now I'm going to use my cold stone. This is, here, so you can see, this is sardonyx. This is shaped. It's a type of marble. Marble holds the cold. Don't just randomly lay cold stones on your clients. This is a river rock. I think this might have been polished slightly just to take like a rough edge off, but this is just pretty much what it looked like being picked up out of the river. So I think I'm gonna use the pointier end. No, I'm gonna use the rounder end. So now that I have everything's loosened, now I can go in with this cold stone and just apply. I'm holding it in there in the knot. And so this focused application of direct cold will force, it will initially draw circulation. The shock will draw blood flow to the body, but then the cold will then disperse all of that blood, all of the new blood, but specifically all of the old blood that was kind of stuck up in her shoulders. And so when I do this correctly, and the thing about the stone is there is a bit of a learning curve, despite all of its marvelous benefits, or I guess that's why there's a learning curve, because you do get so much out of it. If I do this correctly, it'll just feel, her knots will just melt. Now maybe they won't melt away entirely, but they're gonna melt some. Honey, take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh. And so with her, I used her exhale to go a little bit deeper. And then now I'm just going to compare and see, yeah, her shoulder feels a lot looser, a lot smoother. And so in addition to these amazingly therapeutic benefits, one thing I love about hot and cold stone, or La Stone, in addition to getting to play with all my pretty rocks, is that it helps me as a therapist. I'm not a martyr. I don't think that ultimately there's any benefit in me bringing harm to myself in pursuit of a specific goal. For example, if I don't have the right body mechanics while I'm giving a bodywork session, I don't think it's as therapeutic. It's definitely not therapeutic for me, but I don't think that my client receives the same quality of treatment on a variety of levels. I'm not going to be able to do the work that I do as well if my body is not aligned. And ultimately, I think that means my client will not be able to release as much as they could if my hips and my shoulders were aligned and I was breathing properly and present. Coconut oil in your hair. So I'm just going to repeat that same hot and cold technique on her other shoulder. And so I'm trying to think how you could possibly apply this at home. Maybe if you took a hot bath with Epsom salts or some kind of relaxing essential oil, appropriately mixed with a carrier oil, of course. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, if your words aren't slurring by the time you get up off the table, I haven't done my job. See why I call it getting stoned? I'm considering writing it into my new client contract that you will take a walk for 5 minutes, or you will sit quietly in your car for 10 before driving. Just be, just getting on the table and being touched, first of all, that takes us so far out of our regular sphere of experience. And then to add something so therapeutically profound as a hot stone. I mean, we're just talking about a whole different level of conscious, Karina's literally, without any crazy, without any outside influences other than, a rock and me, her body is literally changing her state of consciousness right now. And that's the thing, people pursue these state changes, but ultimately they all occur inside of us. They all occur as part of a natural, normal part of our brain. And it's just honestly more a matter of getting out of our own way. I think bodywork's a great way to have a psychedelic experience. As long as you're with a grounded, safe practitioner that you trust. Oh, that's right. Cold stone. And so I was thinking, like, if you were taking a hot bath, maybe after your hot bath, after your tissues are all warm, you could apply an ice pack maybe to your upper shoulders, upper back, if those are tight. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what not. Another way to therapeutically apply hot and cold at home is to, I don't know if you think you're a tough person, but I think really only the really tough people can do this. But that is to alternate hot and cold showers. Like, seriously, jump in, get all nice and warm and lobster red, let everything get steamy, and then turn the nozzle all the way to the cold and just stand there and let your whole body get chilled and let your whole body get super chilled, and that will literally, it's like jumping jacks for your circulation system. And you'll feel invigorated and awesome. When you're done, you'll probably sound like a squealing cat in the meantime. My roommates love it when I do this in the morning. Speaking of noise, and so Karina, this will be just a little bit loud, but I think it'll help with this knot. The stones, in addition to their weight and their heft and their ability to hold temperature, they also offer their own therapeutic take on deportment and percussion. I'm sure you've seen on our other massage videos therapists demonstrating different types of percussion techniques. This uses vibration, basically, to help loosen the muscles. And so Karina's got this really tight little knot thing going on. I know, honey, it's okay. Which she got sitting at a computer editing videos for you guys, or doing research for, her latest mystery grocery bag. And so basically, warn your client before you do this. I'm going to just tap the rocks together, and the forced focus vibration could potentially, I've seen it just dissolve areas of tension. So there we go. I think, the rocks, they add a whole new level of, they're just tools, more tools in the toolbox. All right. So I've addressed some of the knots in her shoulders. I've done a few other kind of warm-up strokes. And so I think I'm just going to continue with that effleurage and the stones. Although, I think, Karina, you said you had some low back stuff. Yeah. And so, see how I'm keeping my fingers in between her back and the hot stone. This is a warmer stone. I'm introducing the stone to her tissue. I don't want anything to shock her. I don't want anything to startle and cause any kind of involuntary tightening. Okay, so I'm finding that a nice little kind of corner spot where you can kind of get at quadratus longorum. And I'm going to tap again. Let's see. As of yet, I have not smashed my thumb in between my hammering stones, but I think it's just a matter of time. And so, just to kind of go back to kind of what I was saying earlier, I've deknotted both her shoulders, and now I'm deknotting her lower back. I haven't engaged my thumbs once. I haven't, done any kind of potentially damaging knuckle work. My hands are basically getting their own massage treatment by, touching the hot stones. Not quite, but you know what I mean. Okay. And so with all of my massages, I like to make sure I balance the top and the bottom. I always do the front and the back, but that was another video. So since we worked up in her shoulders, I want to make sure that I can help her shoulder muscles stay balanced for as long as possible. So that's why I'm coming down and addressing this potentially corresponding knot in her low back. Kind of wedging the stone into what I can feel to be the tensest spot, making sure that I'm braced and safe. All right, so you guys like this video, leave me a comment about if you've ever had a less stone or hot stone massage. I don't know, I kind of want to know if anyone has a favorite rock that they've seen so far. I don't even think I pulled out my prettiest one either. That's too bad. So I'm just going to connect top and bottom with this gorgeous sardonyx cold stone. And so, honestly, if you're a therapist, I highly recommend becoming certified in less stone, both for your own, really honestly for your own benefit, in addition to how much it helps your clients. And if you are, if you like to give yourself body work at home, consider finding a river stone, or, I think you can purchase massage stones online or at different massage supply stores. And just having any, whether it's a wooden dowel or a stone, any kind of tool can be very useful when it comes to reducing back pain and body pain in general. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you found what you were looking for. Please check out my other videos on Psyche Truth. Subscribe to our channel. Like this video, you guys. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think. For more of me, for more of Melissa Lemunyon, check out sensibletoolbox.com.